We are back from Chicago Bears training camp. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Sobacksports. And we're so back with another episode. We spent a grueling per se, 5 hours or so at Chicago Bears training camp today. The Bears got back after a really rough practice on Monday. And yeah, we witnessed a lot of things, specifically, but there is one positive that we can really talk about, and that is the biggest one for us is that we got something. You want to show what it is, dude?
Sir, we got the DJ Moore signed my ball. Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
That was honestly
Hey, it's
really,
good. Like training camp has been amazing, bro. Like 2 years ago, we got the field signed here,
yeah.
jersey, and then I also got a Jalen Johnson card. I don't know where it is, but hey, and this top it off with a DJ Moore signed ball. That was just nice. It's just great to see. Like the players showing love to the fans. So it's really nice. We saw George McCaskey up close, but fortunately he didn't come our direction to meet us.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Low key, man. I'm just gonna tell you right now, bro. Let's go back to the old format, bro. Like switch this format. It's kind of messing me up right now.
Why is it messing you up?
Bro, it just looks weird, bro. It
Like
looks so
the
big. My screen's like way too big. Yeah, there we
this.
go. This looks nice. There we
All right.
go. This looks more
Okay.
official.
It does, but
But
it's like
yeah, it was
I don't
fun.
know.
Training camp's always a fun thing to go to. I recommend if you guys are Chicago Bears fans to go to
If you
training camp.
can
It's
get
really
tickets,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, get lucky, get those tickets, man. Be on top of it. I really recommend it because it's really good. You can see the players up close. It's great to always go to a Bears game, but those are always expensive. This is free. You're close to the players. You get to see the players too. And if you get lucky, some players yeah, that's literally DJ Moore signing our ball. That was really nice. I'm just saying if you get
Thank you,
lucky,
DG.
man, man, you might get something like this, man. I've been really blessed. Like the last 2 times I've been here, I've been getting good signatures from players. But it's also that you get to see how the team practices. You can also use the facilities too that they have. Um, we kicked some 40-yard. So we ran a 40-yard dash. Like we also like kicked a field goal. So overall,
Right.
man, I think the training camp is always a really good thing to do. I really like what the Bears do for this. Yeah,
Quick
what's up?
question. Will Caleb change his helmet back to the original one because the new one is fugly? Lol. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna look up what exactly the new helmet is because I heard
Speaking of
something about
Caleb,
that.
man, he looked pretty good today. I mean, he was hitting his targets today. He looked really, really nice. Um, yeah, I wish he came, bro, to sign stuff. But hey, you can't get everything in life. But he looked good in practice today. He was hit. He honestly his deep ball still needs to get improved, in my opinion, man. But um, his I don't know. I think what is it? Short throws, checkdowns,
No, like his
slants.
slants. Yeah,
Yeah,
were pretty good.
it's nice. I think it's improving. I think the offense is honestly. I feel like the offense played pretty good today. Like I think the defense still won the day, but offense definitely improved in my opinion.
No, yeah, I agree. Let me look at the thing because I'm actually kind of curious about this helmet now. Uh, I forgot, was it Jay Capone the down? Like, it's got me intrigued about this right now. Take a look
Shout out
at
to
it.
the 5 people in the
Oh,
stream, man.
yeah. Okay. Let me show you. I think this is what he's referring to.
I did
Um,
not realize because Loki Hill was not that close to us today.
yeah, he
He
was
was.
never really anywhere near us.
What's
But
this?
it's like the helmet that he was wearing.
Isn't
It's
that
like
the same
bigger.
helmet?
That's like a little bigger. It has like some more like padding right here. But
I think he'll change it though. Like I think that's just a training camp helmet, right? Or
I don't think it's training camp. I just think that's like a newly like it has a new visor.
he might
Um,
he might Loki keep it.
you feel like he might, but I mean, thoughts on it? I'm not too like it doesn't look too bad, honestly. Like it looks decent enough, but yeah. I mean, if that's the thing, then you know, I'm alright. I'm not opposed to it as long as whatever works for him. At the end of the day, I'm good with it. It doesn't. It ugly wise, I think it like maybe a little bit, but if it's for safety, maybe, and like for
Yeah.
more padding, like I'm not opposed to it. Anything to protect the
Hey,
quarterback and anything to protect the head is important to me.
hey, if that makes him play better than he did last year, that was good. Cool on the DJ Moore ball. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Some guy named Dave. Appreciate that, man. Like I'm just saying again, I think training camp is nice. Fans should definitely go. We're lucky, man. We got in the second wave of tickets. We didn't get in the first one, man. So yeah, I I think it's a good thing to go to.
Exactly. Speaking of training camp, I think we mentioned this, and we also mentioned this as well. Caleb, and the starters had improved. Let's talk about what Ben Johnson said earlier today, before
Mhm.
camp actually started. The Caleb and the starters, because this was a big thing throughout the last week. Starters will be playing Sunday. That's the big part. Um, and Ben also quote said he has made significant progress, but we have challenged him. That's a part of the learning process and us growing. But just by design, we have made this very challenging, which is very good. Listen, I love a coach that's genuinely more transparent, like very optimistic with his quarterback and the offense, because while there were a lot of moments, especially in the last couple of weeks, where the offense was not clicking, and even today as well, there were some pre-snap penalties, especially back to back at one of the 11-on-11 drives. Like, stuff like that's going to happen, and it's going to be like a very big thing. But I'm glad that he's challenging Caleb, because that can only make him better. And yes, he's going to struggle and he might not look like it, but if you but personally, if you're going to be like Colin Cowherd, who sees this
Oh,
and he's like,
please.
"Oh, he's out on him," or whatever, like, then you're just really rage baiting at this point.
No,
Like,
I still don't to this day. I get it, but I still to this day don't know why Colin Coward like was not his show was not gone. Like honestly, in
he's
my
a big
opinion,
he's big he's big
Breakfast
like
Bowl was better than his show. His show was trash.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, because
I'm not.
Danny Parkins is a good analyst. I think Danny Parkins is really good. I'm happy that he's on First Things First now. That's really nice. He gets his own hour on First Things First, so that's really good. I think him and Nick Wright are like, and Chris Broussard, Kevin Wiles are really good. But I'm just saying, like, honestly, dude, just never take what Colin Cowherd says. Though. No one watches
Exactly.
his show. No one watches his show, man. Him and Jason McIntyre, bro. No one watches his show, bro. But yeah, I mean, today I was just like when he was hitting those targets, it was really nice to see like he was consistently hitting it. Because we know his accuracy is there. Even throughout the season, he was making those out of platform throws. With Ben Johnson's system, I think it's going to be more of like what Jared Goff did last year, where he was in the pocket, passing and being on schedule. That's something I
Mhm.
think he needs to improve on. But I think that's gonna come with more reps. Like anything we do in life, like to get better at it, we're just gonna have to keep practicing. So I think we're obviously gonna get more of a taste of what that's gonna see in the game against the Bills. But I liked what I saw with Caleb. Liked what I saw with Bayesian today. Like Bayesian, I think, or Case Keenum. Like I think I'm not really worried about who's quarterback two. Like I really don't. I really care about the quarterback one, which is Caleb. But yeah, I'm just excited, man. Like I obviously like when you look at the practice, there's so much to look at because there's two fields, and then every like special teams is practicing here, defense is practicing there, first team, second team. So it's hard to like look at everything, but I think the preseason game is gonna really show us like what this offense is gonna really be like. Obviously, not the right all like the really crazy plays, but um yeah, like that's what I think, man.
Hmm, I see. I'm testing out the Instagram thing, and I don't see the the thing showing up on it. But I guess I don't know. This is weird. I'm trying a new thing, but I guess it's not working.
Okay, I'm being so serious, bro. Like more viewers normally come during like the nighttime.
No, I get that. I'm not worried about that. I'm just
I'm
like,
just
this
saying.
is.
I'm just saying. But like, yo, I'm just saying. Like, I like our defense though. I think our defense is gonna be really, really good. Because if our defense is testing our offense right now without Jalen Johnson, without Kyler Gordon, that's saying something about our defense. I think it's saying something about Dennis Allen. And I'm really serious, like, because I saw Ryan Poles there. Like, maybe does he make a move, man? Like, I'm probably not Micah, but if there's an edge that's like gonna change his defensive line, like make it even better, pairing up him with Montez Sweat. I really, really think about that now because now that I'm looking at the practices, obviously we got to see the games. Like the games matter way more. But if we're
Mm-hmm.
looking at the practice, and let's be honest, our offense looks really nice, and it's giving our offense a problem. What's the likelihood, man? I'm asking you, like, what's the likelihood we go out and get someone like maybe a Trey Hendrickson or like someone that, I don't know. There's probably someone I'm missing out,
I
but
feel like I don't know. It just really depends because if we're depending on where we are, come the trade deadline, I think that's when and who's available. Because for all we know, and we've been seeing the people that have been requesting trades or um like having issues with the front office, they tend to end up chasing the bag anyway and taking that money. So like I don't think that from a perspective of that, it just really depends on who's available because I feel like they're just gonna get the bag at some point and it's just gonna be like that kind of whole song and dance of like, oh, is he available or is he not? Like
because like,
there's
dude,
a whole
I like our secondary a lot. Our secondary is really, really good. And I think Gervon Dexter could be really good for us with the pass rush. But I'm in Billings, and then you have Grady Jarrett, obviously. Like, I like that part. We just need another edge with Montez Sweat because last year he needed help, man. He needed help, and he had a really down year last year. So if we can get someone, it doesn't even like honestly, it doesn't. They don't have to be better than Montez Sweat, but they have to be like someone that can win 1-on-1 against
Mhm.
another tackle. Like if we can find someone like that, I think our defense is super set. It's like it's set. I think our defense is gonna be good now still, but it's definitely something that we need to look at. Um, and I just think that starting fast is gonna be very important for this team this year
Mhm.
because I think our home games this year are all winnable. I'm being so serious. Our home games this year are all winnable. So going like getting and we have like 2 home games before the bye. So winning those 2 games, going to bye like 3-1 would be really, really nice. And by the trade deadline, what is like week 8, week 9? Like if we go like 5-2, maybe you make that call. You make that call and get another edge to help because I think this team definitely needs that. But honestly, let's be honest, defense is not that big of an issue for us. It's really the growth of the offense because that's why we brought in Ben Johnson. And yeah, do you have any other notes? I saw Odunze. We saw Odunze today make a crazy catch,
Yeah.
um, a contested catch. So that was really
Do you
nice.
do you see how Booker played? Today, I don't think like I necessarily saw because we did see on the side, but I feel like the defense was from what I saw Montez Sweat get to the quarterback a lot. He Montez Sweat is looking really good. Like you mentioned as well, he looked really good. Dio Odeingbo as well looked really, really solid today. This was his best day by far from the defensive tackle spot or defense spot. Like he looked really solid. And there was a point where he threw Braxton Jones to the ground. Like that's a whole nother can of worms to open up later on the in this game. But like I also wanted to bring up the tackle battle as well. But because that was the biggest issue or like the biggest question mark as well. Booker, like to kind of further answer your question, I think he also, I'm not sure exactly how many snaps he played per se. Um, but I think he had a quiet day, but he, like, as a whole, the defensive line looked pretty solid.
Yeah,
Um,
I saw a lot of pressure, like a lot of
oh,
pressure.
in the preseason, oh, he
Oh, he
was
played
solid.
amazing. Three
He was,
sacks,
he was
right?
MVP of the game. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see
Him,
your second comment, but
him,
like,
him and Noah Sewell played amazing. Like,
exactly.
and I
Dude,
just think that
even sorry, go ahead.
I think Noah Sewell, right, his first 2 seasons, he's been like primarily a person on the special teams.
Right.
Maybe he's a rotation piece that we can use. Like, as I mean, he was a 5th round pick that we drafted. I think he's Penny Sewell's brother, and he played really, really well in that goal line. The goal line 4th and goal stop. He got that. tackle for loss on the running back. I think it was not Ollie Gordon, it was the other running back, but I like it. I like him a lot. I think he could be a really good rotation piece for us. But when I'm talking about like getting another edge, I mean like a guy who's proven that can just really get to the quarterback. Like we need someone that can instantly go and get to the quarterback. Because I feel like our interior defensive line, I think I wouldn't change it. I think our one of them, Montez Sweat, really, really good. But I don't
I
know about
mean,
the left.
the interceptions. He didn't throw any today, as far as I know.
No, he did. He threw one.
He did. Or I thought
Yeah.
it was Bajan that threw it. No, so there was one turnover though where it was a pitch, like it was to pitch off the Swift, but he missed him wide completely, and it was essentially a fumble. And then it was either Devon Dexter or Montez Sweat that picked it up and potentially got a touchdown, like a pick six almost. But like, besides that, I didn't really notice any necessarily big turnovers. It was just a lot of drops as
I'll be
well.
honest, man, like when we're at camp, bro, like with all the heat, like you can't focus on everything that we see. But I don't think that Caleb really threw any interceptions today. I think a guy who played really well today too was DeAndre Swift. I think
Mhm.
Swift played really well in the red zone practice. Like he played really, really well, shedding tackles, getting to the end zone. I think he got to the end zone 3 times today. So he played really, really good. I think another guy also that played good, that's been playing really good, is Luther Burden. Luther Burden was getting really his speed's really good, and he showed off his yak, like the yards after catch today. He showed off that his talent there. So like that a lot. I think he'd be very useful in short yard situations. But yeah, he played well. I think Caleb. I didn't really see. I don't think he threw an interception today.
Mm-mm.
Not sure.
I don't think he did. But I will say, for the most part, he had pretty solid today. He did the what was it the net target practice looked really good. He did not miss a single one. I wonder if the media is going to show that. I guess not. I
No, they
guess
won't.
it's
They won't.
they lost. They lost to
They're gonna
it,
show
but
the. They're gonna show the one where he fumbled. They're gonna only show that
yeah.
because
But
according to the media, the number one overall pick cannot make any mistakes in practice. Can't
mm-hmm,
can't make
can't
any
make it
mistakes. He has to be perfect 24/7. But Drake May could dismiss like everything, and they don't care.
Yeah.
It's just the tax of being the number one overall pick and being in Chicago. It's just the tax they got to pay.
Over or under Bears 3 wins this season over. If it were
Oh wait,
under
wait.
three,
I think he meant 13 wins. Over under 13 wins.
yeah. But
Smashing it.
let's go with what this guy says, I guess. But I definitely over. I feel like at minimum 8 wins at least. Like and like I think there's a chance we can get 8 at least. Low here we can get 8. Um, but it all really just depends on situational football. Uh, Ben Johnson and Caleb being on the same page, and a lot of other factors as well. I mean, but we'll have to see when it
I
comes
just
to the
think
actual product on the field.
I just think that our schedule, I don't
Ron,
think.
I love the way you're thinking, man. I love the way you're thinking.
Yeah,
15-2, just like how we were in 1985 with the 15-1, where we lost to the Miami Dolphins, and that was the only loss that we accrued the entire year. But, anyways, I digress. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no. I just think that like our schedule's not that bad. Like I don't think like because not every team that looks good on paper will be good this season. So we always say, oh, we have the hardest schedule, but then it ends up not being the hardest schedule. So I don't think we have the craziest schedule. I don't think it'll end up being the craziest schedule throughout the year. I think the Bengals. I know they have a crazy offense, but their defense has been atrocious. I mean, I literally saw Tanner McKee drive down the second string Eagles offense against the number ones against the Bengals. So I'm not worried about the Bengals. Like there's some teams on paper like the Steelers. I'm not worried about them either. Like there's a lot of teams that we can win against. Obviously, there's hard games like the Eagles, the defending champs. Obviously our division is not a joke, but and the Ravens too. But I think those are the only hard games. I think the division games and the Eagles and the Ravens. I think everything other than that is a winnable game. It's a winnable game. All these are winnable.
I agree. I think like, but I will say like, yeah, the few hard ones for sure, like the ones that are contenders. But you
And
can't really pick and choose.
Ben Johnson's had like experience playing against these really good defenses. Like it's all okay. Again, this is all going to be on Caleb, man. Can you be the guy and deliver and play consistent football? That's what's going to be. That's and can you play on schedule? That's going to be the biggest determinant for our season. Bears will defeat the Vikings. Yeah, easily. I think JJ McCarthy's first start, it's going to be rough for him. I think like a lot of quarterbacks don't play really good in their first game. Even Jaden Daniels, as good as a rookie year he had, his first start was not that good.
Even
Um,
CJ Stroud too.
yeah,
Like
CJ
he
Stroud did not have a good year. It's a good first game against the Ravens. Caleb Williams did not have a good first game against the Titans, even though the Titans became the worst team in the league. But I'm just saying their defense is still like pretty damn good. You didn't want to play their defense. And then who else? JJ will torch the Bears week 1. I smell
I mean,
cap.
no. If it's JJ, like as in Jettas, then maybe. But like, even then, if JJ McCarthy is a question mark, we don't know yet.
I
But
just disagree, man. I just don't think that. Because Jalen Johnson's gonna be back. Like I think he will have his numbers, but for sure, JJ is Justin
I
Jefferson.
mean, if Addison plays, then it's a little bit
Addison's out for
tougher.
the first. No, he's out for the first 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, because he's suspended,
Guaranteed.
right?
Yeah, he's an
Mm.
idiot. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't think that. I mean, look, I could be wrong. Obviously, everybody has a fighting chance to win in the NFL. It's any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday. But I'm just saying, I don't see the Vikings winning the first week, man. But hey,
We'll
that's your
see.
opinion, man. But yeah, I don't see it, man. It's his first start. Normally quarterbacks first start in the NFL, they're not they don't win. I mean, there was literally a record where it showed like Caleb Williams was actually the first quarterback to win his first start since like 2002.
Right.
And
Yeah.
guess what? He didn't play good that game. Defensive special teams carried the game.
I
So
will say here.
understand, even the number one pick struggle. Like even the anomaly seasons like with Jane Daniels and CJ Stroud, they all struggle week 1. It just and this is a prime time game in Soldier Field against that defense. Come on now. Come on now. That they
Yeah.
honestly they did him a disservice, man. If they put him, I'm being so serious. If it was in Minnesota with the fans and stuff, maybe he play better. But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of like for him, it's kind of like you gotta go into enemy territory and stuff. But we'll see. I mean, can't count on Kevin O'Connell led offense, but the pre-snap issues though. I think that's the one thing that's going to be the Achilles heel of the Chicago Bears offense. More than the Caleb Williams deep ball and stuff like that, because when you're trying to get into a rhythm, when you're trying to get good yardage and get good positive gains on during drives, it's gonna be tough to get that momentum, and it's gonna cause a lot of like 3-and-outs and stuff like that. And the thing is, as well, when it comes to hopefully ironing out those issues, is deciding now like who is going to be your like starting left tackle and starting right tackle. Obviously, we're going to probably say Donner Wright's probably going to be our starting right tackle. But today, there was a huge tackle battle. Like, I feel like it's very all over the place at this point because Braxton Jones, Theo Benedict, and Kiran Amagaje both tried left tackle and right tackle, along with Ozzy Trapillo, who is brought in to be a left tackle, but also getting right tackle reps today as well. We have a potential question mark when it comes to the season, when it comes to who is going to be the official starter. But my prediction, I think, is going to be that Ozzy wins the job as a left tackle, and Braxton Jones is going to be like the swing tackle, maybe potentially, but it all really just depends. It really just depends on how much Braxton Jones wants it. As of right now, I feel like Ozzy has the slight edge over him. But Braxton has the experience at the end of the day, and but Ben doesn't care about experience. How long you've been on the team. If you can produce now, and if you can get the results now, and win the job, it doesn't matter if you were taken this year as a rookie or if you've been on this team for 3 years. It's going to be, what can you do for me right now?
For
And
sure.
that's still the question mark to this Bears team, especially with the season quickly approaching in September. So, what is your prediction on who you think is going to be left tackle this year?
I
And listen, also one more thing too before I give it to hand it off to you. Theo Benedict has played last year, and he has been looking pretty good, pretty darn good, and he's giving really high hope when it comes to the depth pieces as well for the offensive line. But anyways, I'll let you
I think
talk.
to answer your question, I think Braxton Jones wins the job just because of his experience. But I would not be surprised by like week 4 or week 5. Braxton is not because of his play, but he's just not producing enough. I think Ozzy Trapilo takes his job, and then I think Braxton Jones goes to like the left tackle. Sorry, he goes to swing tackle, like you said. I just think that his experience is going to help him win the job ultimately. But obviously, you have the 2 preseason games, so anything could change. But yeah, I got Braxton Jones winning the job to start off the season, at least week 1. And that's my prediction, though.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, like Braxton will probably be. I don't know, but I feel like
I
there's
think,
a slight
I think
chance that.
there's a big thing I don't know is who's gonna be a wide receiver 3 on this team.
Hmm.
Is it gonna be Olamide Zacchaeus, or is it gonna be Luther Burden the
That
third?
yeah, because it's like we noticed that in camp that Zacchaeus has been targeted a ton, and I think there was a rhyme and reason to why Ben Johnson brought him in the first place because he is he has that explosiveness. He's very young, and he did really well with the Commanders last year as well with Jaden Daniels, and having that quick step wide receiver that is on the lower end of the depth chart will definitely prove to be an advantage at some point. And he's like what a slot receiver too potentially. So I think you know he's going to be a really good target, and that's why having multiple solid weapons around Caleb can prove to be beneficial because you saw that today. Um, Luther Burden got a lot of good uh, reps under Caleb Williams and Roma Dunze and him. That's a big thing to talk about. Rome and him are building on that connection this year. Last year, it was you saw sparks. This year, you're gonna see actual flames because last year, you had DJ Moore being the wide receiver 1, Roma Dunze and Keenan Allen taking the lion's share of wide receiver 2 position and wide receiver 3 position. Keenan Allen's now out of the picture, and now Roma Dunze can fully slide into that wide receiver 2 spot,
I
and maybe wide receiver 3 can be between Luther Burden
yeah,
and Olamide Zacchaeus.
I
So,
think
yeah.
I think just to go off of that, I just think that Rome. I'm booking this, man. I think Rome Dunze gets 1,000 yards this year, bro.
That'd be awesome.
I think Rome. Okay, I think DJ gets 1,200, 1,100, like around that area. I think Rome gets like 1,050, 1,060, or something like that. Barely gets in the thousands, and I think Luther gets 550 or 560. I think, and then I think Zacchaeus gets like 600, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's so hard to like determine because like then you have to feed Loveland the ball, and then you got to feed Komet the ball, and then you got to feed DeAndre Swift the ball. Like, dude, there's so much targets. Like, man, that's why I'm so excited about this offense, man. It's like there's a chance that DJ Moore doesn't get like I think there's a chance there's only 1,000-yard receiver, but everyone like produced so well this year. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like there's a chance that DJ Moore is the only 1,000-yard receiver, and then you have Roma Dunze like 980 and like right on the doorstep, and then you have like Zacchaeus having like 600 or like Komet like because you also have Komet too. Like you have 2 good tight ends that can possibly catch the ball and like Komet's he's a guy who can get like 500, 800 yards a season for sure. Good red zone threat. Like you have so much weapons this year. Like I just think that this is just like Caleb Williams. If he does not succeed, like it's on him.
Yeah.
But I do think he's gonna succeed though. So I'm not saying he's not gonna succeed. I'm just saying he will succeed. Like he will. But I think the Bears are doing everything right now. You got a line. I think the line's playing really good. You got a good enough running back. I don't think DeAndre Swift is a world beater, but he is a guy who can also be really effective in passing situations too. You got DJ Moore, proven Pro Bowl type of wide receiver. And he's a wide receiver one. Roma Dunze, who was drafted ninth overall, really good receiver too. Then you have Alameda Zacchaeus, a good veteran receiver. And you have Luther Burden the third, where people had him in the top 20. And then you got Cole Kmet, who's a good tight end. And you got, with the 10th overall pick, you got another good blocking tight end who can also pass catch really, really elite. And that's Colson Loveland. Like, that's a perfect. I This is a good offense, man. Like, if we don't, if we don't like, if we do not like succeed with this offense, man, the we're cursed.
Yeah,
Here's the comment
I,
right now.
I agree. And to kind of talk about it, because the offensive line, this is something I bookmarked earlier today. Because Dan Rushar, a really solid, really great offensive line mind right there. He's been challenging Darnold, right? As you can see right here, a little bit too inconsistent. There are moments where when we look at it, when he loses focus or fatigue starts to set in, we see a decline in play. But when he's on point, I've seen Darnold do some things that you get excited about. He's just not been able to stack it play by after play, which is uncommon for which isn't uncommon for a young player. There are moments where I've seen the growth. It is it as fast as I want it or where he wants it to be? No. My job is to inspire and get him there and understand exactly what we're doing to challenge him when it's not right. And I think that's a very broad umbrella effect of this team. Because overall in this team is, you got to keep in mind, they're a relatively young team as well. They're not as young as what's that team that's super young? Oh no, I'm thinking of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Never mind. But I'm just saying, in general, this is a very relatively young team, and it's going to take time. And I feel like as the season progresses, it's going to be going to be build brick after brick after brick, trying to develop this team. But it all really just depends on the coaching and consistency of hard. And that's something that we did not have last year, because last year, it was stagnant. You saw a lot of stagnation as the season progressed. This year, we hope that each game builds upon itself. That's the whole purpose. Are they supposed to figure it out now? That's not the point. The point is, by the time that they're starting the season, they'll be in a good enough spot where they can start building off of that with live actual team reps rather than, doing it by practice and you're not prepared for the season. And then that's when you have to start stacking. Because if you're prepared to a certain extent, by the time the season starts, you will, just have small things to tweak here and there and to kind of turn the nozzle on certain things. And then it will all start to click. But if you were not prepared in the offseason like last year, where you're learning here and small things here and there, but overall it just did not translate into the season. When you start losing those games, your whole team morale just goes to shit, right? It will actually just be hard to build off of things because you're just only focusing on the micro analyzing all those mistakes that you made. So I love what they're doing right now. Practice hard, coach them hard now, make them struggle now, so that when you actually are going to play live reps, whether it's preseason or an actual season or during the actual season, that they will actually be ready. And then that's where the chemistry starts to build.
Mm-hmm.
You can even take the Commanders for an example. They probably were not ready. I'm just making my assumption. They were coached hard, obviously. But then when the season progressed, they got slowly but surely better. And that's with any team as well. So that's why I like what he had to say, specifically. But at the end of the day, it's going to be all dependent on how much can Caleb take on his plate and how much can he build upon that. Because if he's able to build upon it, the sky's the freaking limit at this point for him.
Yeah, for sure.
In this offense. But yeah, I mean, the tackle battle is going to be cool. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills game a little
Yeah,
bit.
land on that, Mikey.
Yeah, because I
Or is
think.
or is there anything else you want to talk about? Sorry.
Oh wait, one more thing. Speaking of the Buffalo Bills, actually, that's a great segue before we end this podcast on the game tomorrow. James Cook signed his contract finally. Got his extension for the Buffalo Bills. What are your thoughts on that? Especially this morning when he got his extension, because he's been sitting out, waiting on that contract, and he finally did.
I mean, hey, look, for James Cook, good for him. You got that contract, but I mean, actually, no, he's only 25 years old. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, that's a good contract. I think he's gonna produce. I mean, he's only like 25 years old, so he's pretty relatively young. So yeah, I think it's good for them. Building out the run game with him and Josh Allen. Um, yeah, I don't think it's a bad deal.
Yeah, it's what is it called? Hold on one second. Let me get rid of that. Agreed to terms for a $48 million contract, $30 million guaranteed. I think that's pretty good, and he's gonna deal through 2029.
Yeah,
So
it's
really
pretty good.
great deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, sorry, I was gonna. Never mind, never mind.
I think overall, I'm happy. James Cook got his money, because at the end of the day, it's a running back position, and it's kind of hard for that. But I think, from a perspective of the Bills, you got to keep your running backs. It's very hard nowadays, especially with the running back market coming back into full swing, especially after Saquon Barkley. Um,
Mhm.
and you need to improve, continue to have a good run game with Josh Allen. Josh Allen can't be your only run game at the end of the day. So good on the Bills to keep James Cook. I don't think I was worried too much that he was going to walk, or they'll let him walk. It was just a matter of time through negotiations that they had to figure something out. But overall, let's talk about the Bills game on Sunday. I will be at that game. I don't know how long I'll be there. I'll probably be there for till the mid third quarter before I have to head back home. But yeah, I think
Watch it on
based
my.
on what I said,
I'm watching it on my TV, man.
yeah, but it's okay. We're going to the game on the Saints, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun then. But this game, you're gonna see mostly Mr. Trubisky and Case Keenum, but the starters will be playing, and I think we're gonna be seeing a full entire quarter of them play, and maybe even a little bit leaking into the second quarter, depending on how long the drives are. But I think it's gonna be really interesting to see the starters in. And what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's the right move. I mean, this is a new offense. The more live reps they get, the better they're going to be when the season's going to start. I'm excited. I'm going to be excited to see how Caleb Williams plays. I'm going to be excited how Ben Johnson calls his offense, because the first preseason game, you're calling the offense completely different with, Tyson Bagent and the second, the second team. So it's going to be a lot different. Obviously, I think the players are going to be relatively similar, but I just want to see I just want to see Caleb confident. Um, you know, playing meaningful football, getting some points on the board. Don't matter who wins, who loses, but just just play some good football. And I'm excited. New offense. This is a new era. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. I'm just excited for this game. I'm gonna watch it on my own TV until probably Caleb's done, and then I'm switching it off for the
Yeah,
rest.
come on,
rest.
man. You don't want to see Mr. Trubisky, bro? Come on,
I'll be honest, I
come
don't
back
care.
to Soldier Field, dude. He's gonna get such a big ovation. I'm excited about that.
I don't care.
Fair enough. But yeah, I
It's not
guess.
that it's not that I hate Mitch Trubisky. I just wasn't a fan when Mitch Trubisky was playing, so I don't care.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to this podcast episode. I know it was pretty last minute putting it up together. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, especially for those in the chat. As always, I appreciate everyone, giving us a listen and a watch. Always remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 700 subscribers by the end of this month, and you're still watching. feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, follow me on Instagram, or not X, excuse me, Twitter, TikTok, and and obviously YouTube as well. Follow SlashingGotNext as well. He got a YouTube channel. We got to post something sometime soon.
Videos coming up.
And yeah, you better. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to an upload. But any last remarks before we head out?
Not really. Just bear down, man.
Fair enough. And great way to end it. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.